Hi, I'm Onion Media Assets Holding Company Vice President of Corporate Affairs, Harrison Zwiebel. As Brooke Alvarez takes a small rest from the pressures of the Fact Zone, please enjoy this rebroadcast of this morning's episode of Today Now. Welcome to Today Now.
Welcome to Today Now.
Oh, and wow, what a morning it's been already. You know, I woke up lying on the bathroom floor this morning. Had no idea how I got there.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I have these bruises all over my back, too. Just tons of little bruises.
Brother, modern living, right?
You said it. Anyway, we have a great show for you this morning. Country music sensation Heath Williams is here with his band.
Oh, I love him. And our style expert, Zoe Carrill, is also in the studio. She's going to be giving us some tips on how to dress to distract from the less flattering parts of your personality.
Then in the third hour of the show, we'll be interviewing the hero rattlesnake who bit and killed an attempted rapist out in the Nevada desert.
And in the fifth hour, what to do when you've swallowed a lot of lube.
But first, let's get to some news that the entire nation has been watching lately. I'm talking, of course, about the search for Doug Carter. The hopes and prayers of countless Americans are with search crews in Indianapolis now, where middle-aged black man Doug Carter has been missing for 2 days.
The entire nation has been captivated by the search for little Doug, haunted by images like these of his angelic face.
Late last night, Indianapolis police issued an Arnold alert, the highway alert system that tells drivers to be on the lookout for a missing adult man.
And messages of hope have been pouring in from around the country. Carl from Lincolnville, Maine writes, "All of America is praying for Doug's safe return. A fat black man's laugh, like the tinkling of bells, can brighten any day."
So moving.
As someone who is acquainted with 4 middle-aged black men, stories like these just terrify me.
Well, all we can do at this point is to keep praying that Doug returns home safely.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and speaking of people returning, we should mention that our segment producer, Meredith Delaney, has finally returned to work. Hi, Meredith.
Finally.
Now, I know you had that miscarriage mess to deal with, but let me just tell you right now, we were totally lost without you. So glad to have you back, Mayor. Now, of course, one of Meredith's many jobs here is running the Jim and Tracy look-alike contest we've been talking about all week. We've been getting some great entries, too. Take a look at these. Oh, not bad. That one actually sort of looks like you, Tracy.
Oh, Jim, I'm not Asian.
That woman's not Asian, Tracy.
Are you sure? Oh, she looks Asian to me.
Anyway, submit your entries on the Today Now website, and the winner gets 100,000 chicken wings.
Yum!
Yeah, well, I'm going to head over to the set now for a really interesting business story that's coming up. But first, Tracy has a neat little segment on child rearing, don't you?
Yes, I do, Jim. You know, just because Halloween is over doesn't mean you parents out there can relax. If you're like millions of moms, you've got a child who just will not take off his costume. We've got Today Now's medical expert, Dr. Kareem Mazzari, here to give us some tips on how to convince a stubborn little guy to take off his Spider-Man costume and start wearing normal clothes so people don't think he's a weirdo. And also joining us is my son Spencer, still dressed as Spider-Man. Spencer.
Hi, Mom.
So, Dr. Mazzari, how can a mother convince her child to take off his costume, especially if she's already tried yelling, telling him that superheroes aren't real, that there's no such thing as heroism in real life?
Right. It can be especially hard for children with vivid imaginations.
Or if he's just stubborn.
Sure, but it's really a manifestation of the child's desire to inhabit the life of a character that they really identify with. Now, I'm sure Spider-Man is your favorite superhero.
Yeah, 'cause he can shoot webs like zink, ka-ping, pow.
Spencer, sit down right now.
Pow, pow.
Do you want me to yell at you in front of the entire country, Spencer?
I find the best thing to do is to try and have a dialogue with your child. Now, Spencer, why won't you take your costume off?
Because then people will know my true identity.
You're not even wearing the mask. People already know who you are.
Well, bargaining can work. Explain to your child.
Bargaining? Is it not enough that I say take off the goddamn Spider-Man costume? Now I've got to bargain with my own child? Jesus Christ!
You know,
Spencer, sit down. Spencer Heathcliff Gill, you sit down right this instant. Sit down. Do you want to be put in the silence trunk again? You don't like the silence trunk, do you?
Okay.
I'm Spider-Man! I'm Spider-Man!
Spencer, sit down right now. Sit down, you little shit-face, or I will break the rest of your toys on purpose. Do you understand me? Spencer, sit down.
Oh, I guess it's over to me already. Thanks, Trace. That Spencer sure is a cute kid, isn't he? Almost makes me wish I got to see my kids more than once a year. Anyway, I'm here with our trends expert, Carol Logan, and we're talking about a really interesting new ad campaign from Applebee's, which is encouraging customers to visit the restaurant ironically. Good morning, Carol. Good
Hi.
to see you again. Tell me about this ad campaign. It seems very cutting edge.
Well, it is. That's exactly it. They're designed to attract young people to Applebee's by inviting them to ridicule its food service and atmosphere. Here, take a look.
What do you guys want to do? We could go to Applebee's. No, let's seriously go to Applebee's. Look, guys, it's grilled.
It's just like my neighborhood restaurant, only completely geographically non-specific.
Yeah, nothing like a wild time at Applebee's, right?
Applebee's. Wouldn't it be funny to go to Applebee's?
I like
Isn't that
it.
persuasive?
Yeah.
But, you know, they're not resting on their laurels. They're adding new menu items designed to be ridiculed outright, like the fajita cordon bleu and the chicken strip explosion.
Those sound ridiculous.
I know, but you know, so far this has been so successful that Applebee's is actually prepping a second series of ads aimed at customers who enjoy making fun of annoying young people who do things ironically.
Wow.
Oh my God. Let me make fun of your business model for my condescending amusement.
Yes, I know who the latest fans are, so I'm too cool to just eat a cheeseburger without making fun of it. Thank you.
All right, well, Carol, thanks so much for being here. And not a lot of people know this, but Carol's my next door neighbor.
That's how I got the job.
Yes, it is. Well, moving right along now, a new study finds that 67% of obese Americans feel that they've been discriminated against because of the way they look. But when you read a statistic like that, it's hard to get a sense of what that discrimination really looks like. That's why Tracy and I decided to find out firsthand by disguising ourselves as an obese couple. We knew it wasn't enough to simply look like overweight Americans. We had to act like them, too. I first tried walking around on the street the same way any obese person would. Within minutes, people were already hostile, glaring and muttering at me just because of my size. I was treated like a second-class citizen.
Meanwhile, I was finding out how an overweight woman would be treated. I'll have the cheeseburger, extra fries, a milkshake, and an order of wings. If I was going to find out what it meant to be overweight, I would have to forget about the water diet I had been on for 15 years and eat with total abandon, not caring at all what I put in my mouth.
You like it, huh?
Good. Can I get some ice cream and cake?
You betcha.
To my great surprise, no one was judging me or expecting me to maintain some sort of image. No one cared if I had stains on my shirt or ketchup in my hair. I was learning that life as an overweight woman is very freeing.
But out on the streets, I was getting a much different reaction. When I would barge into people clumsily like the obese always do, I would get glares and even insults hurled my way.
While I was having the time of my life, Jim was nearly arrested just for being on the street.
At the end of the day, we'd come to a realization. Fat men are tragically the most despised members of society.
While fat women are the happiest, most worry-free people in all of America. It was a truly life-changing experience.
I'll say it was. And I lost 4 pounds sweating in that fat suit all day. Okay, we have to take a short break now, but before we go, here's our Today Now trivia question of the day. What was Tracy's first job in television? We'll have the answer when we come back.
Can't wait to find out. Hey there, stranger. Welcome back to Today Now.
All right, before the break, we asked you if you knew what Tracy's first job in television was. Well, here's the answer. She played a murdered whore in the History Channel's Jack the Ripper, The Myth and Mystery.
I had to lay on cobblestones all day.
Oh, that's why you hate them so much.
Anyway, right now we have a breaking development coming in on the story of Doug Carter, the missing middle-aged black man from Indianapolis.
That's right. Indianapolis police are now reporting that they're holding Doug's neighbor, 17-year-old Stacy Williams, for questioning in the disappearance. With more, we're joined by the Onion News Network's own crusading former prosecutor, Shelby Cross. Hi there, Shelby.
Good morning to you, Jim and Tracy.
So, what do we know about this Stacy Williams?
Well, I'll tell you one thing I know about her. She's guilty.
You think she kidnapped Doug Carter?
But she obviously did. Look, we all know what blonde girls at that age are like. They're depraved sexual predators.
Yeah, you don't want to generalize.
No, Jim, Tracy, come on, let's get real. She clearly had the motivation. She's his neighbor. She probably watched him through her blinds, masturbating every time he was out in his driveway cleaning out his car trunk.
And out comes the M word.
So you really think she couldn't control herself anymore and took him?
That's the face of a rapist, all right. Look, it isn't rocket science. A middle-aged man goes out dressed like Doug Carter did. He's in his oversized cargo jeans. He's in his plaid button-up short-sleeve shirts. He's gonna attract the attention of creeps like Stacy.
All right, Shelby Cross, thanks for weighing in.
You two have a good morning. I'm going back to bed.
Spencer, Get down off that camera. Go play with Meredith. She loves kids.
That's cute. Hey, why don't we take another quick peek at another Today Now Look-alike contest entry. This one comes to us from Garrett in Davenport, Iowa. Oh, no, I don't think this one's such a good match.
I know. What is with all these Asians sending in photos today?
That one's not Asian either, Tracy.
Well, with all the news about bullying and teen pregnancy, it seems like we rarely hear good news about young people these days. And that's too bad because there are teenagers out there doing great things.
There sure are, and we have two of them with us today. Megan Cleary and Katie Clements organized a charity clothing drive at their Sacramento high school to help their needy peers. And welcome to you both.
Hi.
So tell us, what made you start the charity clothing drive?
We noticed that there were like a lot of super poor girls at our school, like Crystal, who's basically wearing rags. And so we like had this idea to make up posters that said, bring some decent clothes to school for Crystal because she obviously doesn't have any.
Yeah, because her parents are like super, super poor. I mean, they're so poor they couldn't even afford to get her braces. So her teeth look like one tooth like farted and the other ones are like trying to get away from them.
Ew, anyway, so Katie and me set up tables out front of the school where everyone could see it.
Right. Now, you had over 13,000 articles of clothing donated, so obviously your school is fully supporting your idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. Like, everybody heard what we were doing, so they all brought, like, their ugliest, fuggliest clothes.
Like, Tyson brought in this pair of dirty boxers that he totally jizzed
Yeah, I
in.
mean, they were so gross, but it was so funny. Like, Tyson is so funny.
And he's, like, really cute.
Well, now I bet the whole community is just so proud of you guys and thankful that you've come together to help a classmate.
Well, yeah, I mean, some fat woman at the grocery store, like, stopped me and thanked me while I was trying to buy some tampons. Oh, my God. Are you, like, so embarrassed that I just said tampons?
No.
Tampons.
No.
Tampons.
Hello, women have
Tampons.
periods. You should know that because you're old.
Well, we have a surprise for you. We sent a camera crew to Crystal's house so she can thank you personally for all you've done for her. She's standing by right now.
Wait, really?
Oh, shit.
Crystal, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, we're here with Megan and Katie, Crystal.
Oh my God, Crystal, look what we did for you. Now you don't have to wear like your grandmother's old blankets to school.
Whatever, everybody knows you're just jealous because Mrs. Parker picked me for the acapella and not you.
I'm just trying to make you look a little less homeless.
My dad's a doctor and you know that.
Oh, that must come in handy every time you need an abortion.
What are you talking about?
Crystal, don't get another abortion, okay? You'd be such a great mother.
God, you guys are such bitches.
Oh my God, is she seriously crying right now?
Crystal, we can see clearly how thankful you are. You don't need to say anything else.
God, her face totally looked like a hairless crying mole.
She's such a hot mess express. I can't even believe that she was.
Well, Megan and Katie, keep up the good work.
Oh, I guess we're done.
Rude.
Inspiring young women, aren't they? All right, now, Tracy and I are going to head over to the kitchen to get ready for some cooking.
Yummy. I don't even know what we'll be doing, but I'm sure I'll like it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. And in the meantime, here's our Today Now daily salute to some of our very special viewers, those who died this morning. Oh, hey, there you are. Well, as you can see, we've made it over to the kitchen.
Can I just say again how great it is to have Meredith back to work here so far. This show has been an absolute dream, Meredith.
It really has, Meredith, and it's about to get a lot more dreamy because gourmet chef Ted Allen is here. He's the author of the new cookbook, Pretentious Foodie Bullshit, and he's going to show us how to cook some fussy little foodie dishes for you and all your asshole friends. Welcome back to the show, Ted.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, so let's get started now. What sort of stupid, over-elaborate, fancy-ass meal are you going to make for us today?
Well, we're going to cook one of the very most pretentious dishes in my cookbook.
Oh.
It's a stupid-ass, trendy piece of fish coated in some kind of nut you've never heard of, served alongside a puree of baby something or other.
Oh, great! Sounds annoying.
Let's get started.
Okay, have at it.
First, it's very important to choose the most expensive type of fish you can find for some vague environmental reason that you can then pair it back to your faux intellectual gay wad dinner party guests.
Okay.
And now I assume all these other ingredients are organic and locally sourced and all that bullshit?
Oh, yeah, your dickhead friends think that's really important. So here we have some freshly ground cob nuts.
Cob nuts? Ooh, just the sound of that name makes me furious.
It is annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I've processed the nuts using this vintage mortar and actually, you know, I think I'll spare you the details. Suffice it to say, it took way longer than necessary. So you just gently dredge your fish in your crushed cob nuts.
Oh, see, I'm getting furious all over again.
And then you just cook your fish for 3 minutes aside.
Now, what about the pureed baby turnips, Ted?
You must blanch them for 30 seconds, then you shock them in an ice bath. Peel them, then boil them again with a little sugar, thyme, and a pinch of salt. Then put on a blindfold and see if you can taste the difference between these and boiled turnips straight out of the can.
Oh.
You won't be able to.
So you mean all of this is just an enormous waste of time?
Yes, it is. It really is. I mean, to hell with this shit. Let's just get some real food.
Looks like you got Meredith there.
Damn it.
All right, we have to take another quick break now, but when we come back, we'll be answering our Today Now viewer email of the day. This one is from Tim Redman of Wichita. He asks, Jim, how do you get your teeth so white?
Oh, I've always wanted to know.
Well, then you stick around too, okay?
Oh, hey there. Welcome back to Today Now.
Hey, before the break, we got this viewer email. Jim, how do you get your teeth so white? Well, the answer, these aren't teeth at all. They're individual mirrors that I had implanted that reflect a white screen held up by one of our PAs offset. Thanks for the question.
Wow, I have to get some of those mirror teeth for myself.
Oh, they're terrific.
Okay, it's time to check your local weather.
Thanks, Tracy. If you were out and about in Pennington last night or this morning, you probably couldn't help but notice that it's windy as a bastard out there. We've gotten reports of garbage cans being blown clear across the goddamn street in the Poinsettia district, storm windows rattling around loud as shit by the dirty old canal, and it generally just being windier than a son of a bitch throughout Pennington. We have an email from one of our WONN5 junior weather watchers. Margaret writes, "It's windy as balls. You can hardly get down the frickin' street without walking backwards like a dick and getting all out of breath." Thanks, Margaret. And now your future 5cast for today. You can expect clouds with a high of just 43 degrees, which probably still isn't cold enough to stop that weird Fredericks kid from wearing shorts. A cold front will bring the wind chill to just above freezing this afternoon around 3, right around the time the Fredericks boy will walk down to the gas station in his knee-length shorts and just sit there watching people pump gas. Okay, looking at the 10-day, we're in for quite a bit more rain, and we all know what that means. The Pennington River is going to get really, really smelly. And about Wednesday, it looks like several unending days black as pitch and utterly without hope. Okay, back to you, Jim and Tracy.
Hey, well, it's only been 3 weeks since it came out, but Heath Williams' debut album, Front Porch Livin', is already shot to the top of the country music charts. His songs have connected with country fans everywhere by telling stories about real everyday life in rural America, from fixing up trucks to barbecuing to doing crystal meth. And the man himself, Heath Williams, is joining us now this morning. Howdy, Heath.
How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for being here, Heath. You know, I'm a country girl at heart, so I love this music. I mean, every time I'm in the car, I put on the song Taking Apart Bicycles in the IHOP parking lot.
Now, you know that song's actually based on a true story.
Really?
Yeah, it's about this good old boy from Tuscaloosa named Shaky.
Uh-huh.
He once spent a whole night taking apart a bicycle and putting it back together again because he was high on meth.
Now, are all of your songs based on true stories?
Most of them. You know, I like writing about country living. You know, the folks you meet out in a small town, the farmers, tweakers who are missing most of their teeth who'll suck your dick for $20. Just real folks.
Yeah, I've met some of those boys.
Yeah, but then other times, you know, I just pick up my guitar and start strumming, and it just comes to me. That's how I came up with picking my scabs.
Oh.
Well, I got scabs on my scalp and I've been scratching. Spider eggs are in my skin and they're all hatching. I'm just picking my scabs tonight.
Yeah, excellent.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Makes me want to dance.
Yeah, really.
I love playing that song live because you can always tell who's tweaking the most. They're always screaming the loudest or just shrieking incoherently.
Yeah. Well, the album is Front Porch Livin'. It's out now. It's full of some great hits, including the #1 single that you're about to play for us now. And as a special treat to our viewers at home, we've got the whole band here in the studio this morning to assist you on your song, Heath.
That's right. I got my boys Lolo, Rain, Strobe, and Marquez. This is a little number we like to call I Killed My Baby Sister Last Night. All right, hit it, boys. 2, 3, 4. Well, it was Tuesday night, and I was smoking meth, and my sister came into the room, and I could tell she was possessed. She said, "Why are you sweating?" And I picked up a hammer, and I killed my baby sister that night. There were shadows on the walls, they were moving on their own. I saw the devil in the corner, putting worms into my phone. There was evil in my house, and it was coming from my sis. Oh, I killed Yeah, I killed my baby sister that night.
Hey, welcome back to Today Now. Hey, we've got a new Jim and Tracy lookalike entry to show you. This one is coming from Barry and Sally Wu of Reston, Virginia.
Wow, I think we have a winner. Talk about separated at birth.
Well, all right. We actually have some breaking news to tell you about now. We have just received a phone call from a man who claims to be Doug Carter. That's the missing middle-aged man from Indianapolis we've been telling you about. Doug, are you there?
Yeah. What the hell's going on? Why's my picture all over TV?
Doug, are you okay? Have you been hurt? Where are you?
I'm at Sherry's house, okay? She's a lady friend of mine. Look, you got to take me off the TV. I told my boss I was sick. You guys are really screwing me good here. God damn it, I got to go.
Now, of course, we'll keep you updated on that story as more details come in. And we're also getting word right now that our producer, Meredith, has kidnapped Tracy's son, Spencer, and is currently leading police on a high-speed chase as she makes her way toward the Canadian border. Oh, don't worry, Tracy. We'll get him back.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay, we have to take a short break, but stay with us. We have something very neat coming up in just a minute here. An amazing dog that can sniff out cancer. Can you believe that, Tim? I mean, this dog can actually sense a cancerous growth.
Unbelievable. Oh, there he is now. Oh, here he is. Hi there, pal.
He seems to like you, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, right between the legs.
Wait, so does this mean that... No, wait, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God.